Hello and welcome to Art Talks, a series of lectures to help you and your arts organization increase both your funding and your audience size. My name is Dan Brown, and we at the Capitol Theatre have been working with support from the Ontario Trillium Foundation to bring you the top local experts in their field to leave you with actionable insights, takeaways, and lessons that you can implement today.
This video that we worked on this summer, it's a promotional video for a nonprofit theatrical dance company called Windsor Dance Experience. We brought together a group of volunteers, some of the shooters that I work with, to try to put together a creative short film, something that could be, really shared a lot and would help promote both the company and the show itself. Just to create some buzz, to get lots of other people to share it, and hopefully put some people in the seats. It's kind of like this was a big endeavor. It is a bit of a short film that we put together. And then we'll talk a lot about different types of videos. Obviously, not everything has to be on this grand of a scale, but yeah, we'll touch on different ways we can use video to promote your company or your organization. And shows going on here at the Capitol.
Let me escape in your arms, baby, I'm yours, baby, I'm yours. Love don't come easy at all. I miss you so much, I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making my heart race. Oh, whoa. Maybe if the stars align, maybe if our worlds collide, maybe on the dark side we could be together, be together. Maybe in a million miles, on a highway through the skies, someday soon we'll be together. He was a dreamer at heart, chasing the stars, chasing the stars. Wings spread to the sun. I miss you so much, I miss you so much. Tell me, is this freedom, baby? Chasing after danger, making my heart break. Oh, whoa. Maybe if the stars align, maybe if our worlds collide, maybe on the dark side we could
Okay, so, I mean, even though there was obviously a good amount of production value and time that was invested into putting this piece together, it was done by volunteers. We worked along with all the different dancers and the artistic director to sort of put together a script and plan this all out. So we did put a lot of effort and teamwork into it, but again, it was done on basically no budget. We just, all volunteered and put our efforts into putting that together. And then it just took sort of a savvy marketing plan behind it, and we'll continue to talk about like where we got with that video as well. So the first topic here, I believe the presentation is going to be split into two parts. First part here is video creation and project management. The topic generally is going to be ways to videotape your performances and rehearsals to promote your group or event. So, if you have performances going on here at the Capitol Theater, any other theater, if you have some event just going on at your place of business or wherever you operate, we're just going to look at various ways to film your performances, to film promotional material, other ways just to communicate and connect with the people that you want to, whether they be people who are going to donate to the company, who are going to buy tickets, and just to just develop fans and communicate with people who will follow you guys and speak highly of you. So Dan introduced me a little bit here. I'm born and raised here in Windsor, Ontario. I originally went through the business channel. I studied at the University of Windsor, got a BCom and MBA. I worked for 8 years in the financial services industry. But on top of that, I myself actually was a dancer and always had this interest in photography and film. And I kind of just did that on the side, a little bit here and there for fun. And at one point, I just decided to venture out into the world of entrepreneurship. I was just kind of shooting some weddings here and there for some friends, and everything just kind of came together and rolled along. I teamed up with one of my friends who was also getting into the wedding industry, and we started a company called Perfect Shutter. And so from there, we started to produce video content, doing wedding video, commercial video, and also offering other wedding services there. And so from there, I became involved with a group called Windsor Dance Experience. And for several years, we've been working together, trying to put together some great photo and video content there. And again, through the years too, I've worked with a number of other theater and dance groups too, filming their performances, also doing photo and video services there. And I feel like we will touch a little bit on photo as well, because I think that photo goes hand in hand with video. And of course, we'll be talking a lot about social media throughout the discussion here too. So actually, that covers that. So why does video matter to you? You can get by, I'm sure groups do what they do. You can get by putting up posters and putting on a show. But why does video matter, and how can video help you? So of course, you want to document your work. If you're just there, if you just have a camera there filming your performances, if you're putting a lot of work into creating a body of work, if you're putting on these performances, putting on a show, putting on an event like BookFest, why not document your work? You're putting a lot of effort into it, so it's important to capture that and have that available. Video is a very rich media, so what you do have is you have moving pictures with sound, right? It gives you so much more than just photos, and once you put that online or you have that available to someone, even just that clicking of play is a bit of interaction. They're suddenly immersed in your video. Just that tactile movement of clicking play involves them in the experience. If you look at what video does in terms of conversion rate and effectiveness, like we're kind of getting into some more marketing terms here. Video is unique in that when you have it on your website or have it shared on any form of social media, it increases your conversion rate and effectiveness in a number of ways. Studies have shown that when someone watches a video and learns about a product, they've shown that it does incredible things to to back up their purchasing decision. It's a way to connect with your viewer, to connect with your buyer, and it really helps them, and it helps reinforce their decision making there. Videos, of course, are made to be shared, and it's great that it ties so well with social media in that respect. What you do is, when you're able to share video, every one of those viewers and every one of those people sharing your video becomes a fan of yours in a way. They, in a way, become a sales force for you. And every one of those people shares it to, if they have, say, 600, 500 friends or anyone that they're connected with, it's sort of like a multiplier effect. One person sharing that video hits another potential 600 of their friends, and you've seen viral videos go viral, and that's how on a smaller scale they go viral amongst all these people's friends and around like a local scene. Video definitely has an emotional appeal. There's an ability to tell story through video, through acting in particular, if you're going to involve acting in it. Through music, there's a way for you to connect to your viewer, more so than just text, more so than just a photo. You're able to tell a story and just really connect with people. And because there's that emotional appeal, people remember that, they feel something, and they're more likely to share it and share it with others. If people see a really funny video or something really heartwarming that's inspiring, they're likely to share that and spread that message. And that's what's really great about video, because it gives a lasting impression, because it has that emotional appeal to it. And also, when you look at technically how video adds to your your web strategy, having video content can aid your website in your search engine optimization. For example, just having a video on your website can increase your chances of your website appearing on the first page for, if you search for theater groups Windsor, having properly tagged videos can improve your SEO there. Accessibility and reach, just having videos and having content out there gives people a chance to see it. If you don't have video content, if you don't have content out there, people aren't going to see it and aren't going to learn about you. So just having material out there available to people to see and experience and share, it gives the opportunity to communicate with people. So to take a look at some of your goals, what would you like to do? In any sort of marketing activities, or if you're going to look at video in particular, you have to ask yourself, what's your goal? What would you like to do? So we're going to just go through some examples. Increase your general awareness of the group. If if you're perhaps, say, a startup company or just a smaller group, if you're a well-established group and you just want to reach more people, you're looking to increase your general awareness. I will kind of go back to the WDX case a little bit, and we'll look at it sort of as a case study as well. One of the things that they want to do was increase membership, and that's another approach you could take. We created a video specifically to try to entice new members. So if you want more members in your organization, in your group, that's also an approach that you can take through video. Also, advertising the show and increasing ticket sales. All these will sort of these will cross paths together too, and any project that you take on can touch on a number of these. As well, you can connect with members, parents, and fans. Anything you put out there could just be simply to create and entertain. It doesn't necessarily have to have a specific goal, some sort of specific marketing goal. Our video that we created, it was very much just to create and entertain. We want to put together something interesting, something that people will watch and hopefully like. Just some other ideas: enter a contest or submit an application. There was a music video contest that we had entered before too, and we had put together a music video, collaborating with a musical artist. So again, that was a way to connect with another artist and to sort of reach out to his fan base as well. And we entered a contest and actually did pretty well, and we're able to reach a group of the fans of that artist. Also, one of your goals may be to go viral or create a buzz. Recently, you guys may have seen there was sort of this video that went viral, created by Villanova High School, and it got like 50,000 views. They did like just a lip syncing thing where they went through the school, and your goal may be just to go viral, create a buzz, especially if you're trying to do something artistic, funny, interesting, different. If you are trying to just get out there and get some attention, video is a great way to do that as well. And lastly, also you may just want to educate people. Depending on the type of video, if you're doing like a behind the scenes video, if you're just talking about the company or just talking about what you do, you'd be wanting to connect with your viewers and just educate them. So we'll jump a few of these here. So different types of video. If you, so looking at like say a theater company, a dance company, a musical artist, you can promote what you do by just a performance video. Also, there's behind the scenes. So especially again, if you're doing theater or even a company, you can show behind the scenes, show what's going on and what's happening. And that may have special appeal to people that you're interested in reaching. A promotional video, of course, just if you're trying to just talk about a single event or a particular sale or something going on. Educational video. If we're talking about theater or dance, you could do educational videos as well. If you're going to talk about technique or ways to create something or make something, there's a whole world of educational videos out there too that have their own following. I discussed music videos, connecting with a musical artist and working with them. Event video. So looking at again BookFest. If you have any sort of event or fundraising event or something happening, just showing off highlights and collecting different things that happened at that event, putting it together into a little event video, and then you can go ahead and promote future events in future years. You can do interview videos. So with a theater group or dance company, you can do interviews with artistic director, people in the production. And that's just for a way to talk to those people who are involved in it, to get their character out there to the viewers. And that works because the person in the video will share it. So you have someone there who has a stake themselves in sharing and promoting this video. If you're a nonprofit company, you might be interested in doing crowdfunding. Crowdfunding, in terms of crowdfunding, videos help out a lot. If you're able to talk about your objectives, talk about what you're doing, and promote yourself and bring your personality out through a video. Video always helps crowdfunding. Lastly, we have testimonials. Here, if you're trying to promote your reputation, you can just do testimonials. If you have parents, other viewers, other supporters of your organization, just a little testimonial video can say a lot there. So a few ways to approach this. What do you need? If you are looking to hire out, you will need a videographer and some budget. It's up to you to, of course, you and your organization to plan that. You'll have to just do your due diligence and search and look for someone who fits your style. And if you just want to get recommendations or hit the web, you can hire out and bring in to do that. Another option too, if you have a limited budget or if you're a nonprofit, a student, friend, or family member is always an option. I'm sure if you reach into your circle of friends or within your organization, someone probably has taken some classes here or there. Someone is probably, as an art student at Walkerville. Someone has some ability, and you can do that. Or even, if you're going to go it alone, as long as you have a DSLR, DSLRs these days provide great HD footage. And as long as you have a monopod and tripod, you can at least capture something very simple, like an interview video, like a testimonial. It's pretty easy to put together just by yourself. And as well, Capitol Theater may be moving forward with providing services. If that's available to you, I'm sure you can discuss with the Capitol. So once you have created some video, how do you distribute this video? There's various ways to host your video online. Of course, everyone's heard of YouTube, but there's also other hosting services available. Vimeo is it's less popular than YouTube. And I'd say the focus there is sort of more towards filmmakers and professionals. It's just a different place to host your videos. But again, in a way, it's very similar to YouTube. Instagram. A lot of you guys probably have Instagram. I saw a lot of hands raised there. It is a photo sharing platform, but again, you have the ability to upload video. You can actually upload non-mobile video as well. For example, if you have filmed the piece, you can upload it to Google Drive or some sort of other video sharing service, get it onto your phone, and then load it from your phone onto Instagram. I believe they bumped up the length of video right now to about a minute, I think. So about a minute now. So even if you do have a longer piece or if you have like a 45-second interview, you are able to put that on Instagram. Instagram is its own little world. You have your specific set of followers, but if with proper hashtagging, with proper sharing in that respect, you can reach a lot more people there too. And as well, Facebook has its own online hosting. You can upload your videos to Facebook and just share them there, or upload them to YouTube and then share them on Facebook. But Facebook actually does give a little bit of preference to its own videos. Facebook does want content on its platform there as well. So uploading to Facebook is very advantageous because if your content is on Facebook, they'll share it a little bit more. They have sort of a complicated algorithm for who gets to see your content. So and even if you do share to, or even if you do upload to YouTube and Facebook, it's just another platform. It's just another place to have your content. So it's good to have your content all over the place and make it accessible.
My understanding was that if it's like a big song from, like that was a Major Lazer song, that it's not even an option to include it, but like what you did is, I thought that wasn't allowed. Like you had to get a licensing fee or like permission from the musician, but on YouTube, is that okay if you're not getting revenue from it?
Yeah, every time we've uploaded, it does give you a little warning just saying, hey, you are using copyrighted content, and as a result, we are putting ads on it.
Got it. If I was a nonprofit and didn't have the skills to do a video on my own, how would I be able to vet a videographer to prevent having like a bad experience with them or something that, an outcome that I wasn't looking for?
Okay. I suppose just using word of mouth and going through your friends and connections to get some sort of recommendation. That's probably your best bet. Yeah, word of mouth, especially in the wedding industry, is a big deal. So just being able to get a good review from a friend or someone you know, and then just looking at their body of work, looking at their history and what they've done in the past too, to make sure that it matches up with what you're looking for.
Okay. Do you have any specific tips about looking at a portfolio and what to look for?
I think that, you can sort of make a judgment on what's quality, what looks good. You're looking for a certain degree of professionalism in there, in the way they put together the videos too, and maybe who they've worked with in the past, and what sort of level of people that they're doing work for.
So what kind of challenges are associated versus filming indoors or outdoors, or what kind of things should you think about if you have an indoor or outdoor shoot?
I guess that does sort of fall on the videographer a lot there. Of course, if you're shooting outdoors, you're worried about light, about just general weather conditions. You're sort of, again, you're at the mercy of the elements out there. So it does take a lot of planning and just and looking forward to when you can do the outdoor shooting. Of course, if you're in in a nice controlled environment, if you have the space to shoot indoors, that's great as well. If you look at this scene that we just shot here, that was in a dance studio. We had some drapes put up back there, and we just brought in what props we could. It is up to working with the videographer to create a scene, to set that up and make it look good.
What are the dangers of working with a volunteer versus a paid professional?
I guess working with either a professional or a volunteer, there's a chance that you could not be happy with the work. And that sort of depends on your relationship with the person, whether you're able to communicate properly with them to get to get the result that you're looking for. So it is a lot of communication and working with them and building that relationship with them. If you aren't happy with the work in the end, you don't have to share it, really, right? Or if you're not happy with the result in the end, it is a matter of personal taste, though. If you still end up using it or sharing it, unless it's particularly bad, it may not hurt what you're trying to do, though.
Can I comment?
Yep.
Because, well, technically, yes, you made this video as a volunteer, but you are a professional in life. And so when you're going to say that maybe your friend's son who has taken a film class in high school and you're getting him to do video, what kind of things are you going to expect? Are you really saving money doing that?
Yeah, like you do have to understand, what sort of expectations that you are getting out of it. Yeah, I think that, again, it comes down to communicating with that person and understanding their abilities and what you can put out. Obviously something like that would be an ambitious project for a student, but just anyone who is volunteering, anyone who is a student could probably do a pretty good job just doing like an interview video or testimonial, or just doing something more simple. Whatever you do put out doesn't obviously have to be as elaborate as that project. Just being able to get content out there, to put your personality out there and have video out there for people to see. Just having it out there is important.
Anyone else? Maybe just one. I was just thinking if you could round off when, you talked about this a little bit, but when do you really know that video is the right medium, or like what are the strengths of video versus like sending out a tweet or doing like an event poster? Like what does video do that other media can't?
It is, so I'd say like it's more immersive than just text. You are able to tell a story. There is more of an emotional aspect of it. You can convey more of a story than just, a chunk of text or just one photo. So you are presenting a viewer with a lot of that. It does sort of, again, elicit like a little bit of interaction as well. Just even that clicking just involves them in that process of viewing it. So they're not just kind of scrolling past a block of text or just scrolling past a photo. They can scroll past the video, but even just that clicking can sort of invest them into viewing a video there. Like I said, just having a channel on YouTube or having content on YouTube is another body of work there that people can view and that is accessible to people. If you just don't have a YouTube channel or you don't have Instagram, you're just leaving out a big chunk of potential viewers there.
Got it. All right, so we can stop there for part 1 of the video creation to promote your organization, and then we'll take a quick break and on to part 2 of once you have a video, how do you promote it and get it out there? Thanks, guys.